The Crown's rebel prince faces his darkest hour. Prince Harry, once the darling of Buckingham Palace, now stands stripped of the shield he fought so fiercely to keep. In a stunning blow, whispers from the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, DHS, suggest America has slammed the door on the private security support Harry relied upon in California. This seismic shift, hot on the heels of his crushing defeat in a UK court battle over royal protection, paints a prince not just vulnerable but politically adrift. Is Harry's dream of a safe haven in America crumbling? Or is this a harsh lesson in the cost of defying the monarchy? The saga began across the Atlantic where Harry, now 40, waged a legal war against RAVEC, the Executive Committee for the Protection of Royalty and Public Figures. His mission? To restore the state-funded security stripped away in 2020 when he and Meghan Markle, Duchess of Abdication, abdicated their roles as working royals. In April 2025, Harry faced London's Royal Courts of Justice, his appeal a heartfelt cry for safety amid al-Qaeda threats and a 2023 New York paparazzi chase. His lawyers argued RAVEC's bespoke case-by-case security arrangement was unfair, singling him out for inferior treatment. But on May 2, 2025, Sir Geoffrey Voss, Master of the Rolls, delivered a verdict. RAVEC's decision was sensible and lawful, leaving Harry's hopes, and his narrative of a prince under siege, in tatters. Yet, the true bombshell landed in Montecito, where Harry resides with Meghan, Archie, and Lilibet. Unverified reports claim the DHS, which had quietly facilitated private security liaison for Harry, has now severed all support. Sources, speaking anonymously, allege this move was no mere bureaucratic shuffle, but a deliberate rebuke. Harry's legal antics in the UK, coupled with what some call an air of entitlement, reportedly soured U.S. officials who once extended diplomatic courtesies. He thought he could play royal in court and keep our protection, one insider allegedly scoffed. That illusion's gone. The decision, if true, ends specialized airport escorts, security alerts, and travel monitoring, leaving Harry to fend for himself in a nation he once saw as his refuge. This claim, however, demands scrutiny. No public evidence confirms the DHS terminated Harry's security. Web sources detail his UK appeal loss but are silent on US actions. A 2024 X post suggested Harry lacked personal security in New York, relying on venue protection, but this predates 2025 and lacks DHS specifics. Separately, the Heritage Foundation's 2024 probe into Harry's U.S. visa, prompted by his drug use admissions, hinted at special treatment, but no link ties this to security. Without official statements or documents, these allegations remain rumors, a storm of speculation rather than fact. If this royal crisis has you riveted, smash that subscribe button to stay locked into every twist of this drama. The alleged U.S. withdrawal, if real, is a diplomatic earthquake. Harry's Montecito life, once a glamorous escape, now teeters on vulnerability. Neighbors in Santa Barbara County reportedly grumble about heightened surveillance around his estate, with some calling his security demands paranoid and disruptive. Once a prince who commanded protection by birthright, Harry now faces a stark reality. His informal arrangements, private U.K. U.S. security deals propped up by diplomatic goodwill, have collapsed. The RAVEC ruling, upheld by Judge Sir Peter Lane in 2024, branded Harry's claims legally flawed, a verdict that reportedly shifted America's view. Internal DHS memos, per rumors, deemed his security needs self-motivated, unlinked to national threats, and diplomatically costly. The irony is brutal. Harry, who offered to fund his own UK security to avoid taxpayer burden, now stands accused of seeking royal privileges while living as a private citizen. A retired Secret Service official allegedly summed it up. He wanted ordinary life with extraordinary protection. That's not how it works. This clash of identities, royal renegade versus private citizen, lies at the heart of his plight. His UK appeal, dismissed as a sense of grievance by Voss, exposed a prince struggling to reconcile his past with his present. Now the alleged U.S. snub amplifies that struggle, casting him as a man whose defiance has left him isolated. The fallout threatens more than safety. Harry's public image, once a blend of courage and compassion, risks being eclipsed by perceptions of entitlement. His rift with King Charles III, who hasn't spoken to him since the security dispute escalated, deepens the personal toll. Harry's BBC interview post-ruling revealed a man yearning for reconciliation but resigned to exile, unable to bring his children to the UK without guaranteed protection. "I can't see a world where I'd bring my wife and kids back," he said, his voice heavy with loss. The US decision, if confirmed, could cement that exile, forcing Harry to rely on private security at a time when his global ventures, Archewell, Invictus Games, demand visibility. This saga raises questions that echo across continents. Can a prince shed royal duties yet demand royal safeguards? Do unverified claims of US abandonment reflect truth or a campaign to humble him? Harry's Montecito neighbors, media scrutiny, and fading diplomatic ties paint a portrait of isolation. His next steps are critical. Will he double down, seeking new security channels, or pivot to rebuild his image as a philanthropist unbowed? The months ahead will test his resilience as he navigates a world growing less forgiving. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Is Harry a victim of a global snub, or a prince reaping the cost of his choices? Stay tuned as we chase the truth in this royal unraveling, where privilege meets peril.